What is up, guys? Today here we are with Dawson, another ROA agent. We're here in Austin, Texas. We are going to be reviewing one of the flip deals that he's doing. Dawson, I know you're an active agent. He does a lot of innovation deals. He works with investors and wholesalers. He's obviously now a flipper. So go ahead, Dawson. We're at one of his projects. This is Unit 110 here in Austin. Go ahead. How'd you find this deal? Walk me through the deal. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, so networking is key. You know, I found this deal. One of my guys wholesales on market. We actually tried to wholesale before together, just didn't work out. But he's with a different brokerage. They focus on wholesaling both off market and on market a lot. So he was just like, look, you got to take this deal on. And he knew that I was looking for my first deal. So he sent me this deal. The numbers made sense. It was within my risk management. Yeah. And I had the money to afford this deal. So
hell yeah.
That's kind of how I found it.
I love it. What did you get it under contract for?
So we got it for 162.5.
Okay, so call it 163.
Yep.
What did you put down on it?
So I put down about 27,000.
Call it 30. Perfect. So 163, 30 down. So okay, perfect. So about 20%. And then what? A little bit more. What? Cool. What's your rehab you're going to put into it? What's your rehab budget?
So the budget that I went with the hard money lender at was 25,000, and that was kind of over budgeting. Yeah. I think realistically I'm going to be around 18 to 19,000 for the rehab.
Great. So you'll save 5 to 6K spread there.
Exactly. Especially once we consider the fact that I still have to replace these appliances, so I'm going to get some money back on selling the appliances because they're in really good shape.
Beautiful. So he's all in about 55 to 60K. Worst case scenario, depending on how rehab runs, remember your rehab projects will always run over and cost more than you think. Yep. He's got hard money, so he has a higher interest rate. And with that being said, you've got about 100K finance spread there. What do you expect to actually sell this thing for?
So I think if I wanted to be very aggressive, or let's say I wanted to hold on to it and just get the highest appraisal possible, I think I could push 250 to 260.
Okay.
However, on the market, I'm looking at around 245 if I want to sell it. So we're probably going to be a little bit more aggressive since we're coming into the holiday season. Yep. And I don't, holding costs, obviously the longer I hold on to this, the more money I lose.
What's the interest rate on the hard money?
Oh, from the top of my head, I want to say maybe like
10%.
10% to 11%.
Oh, that's it? Okay. All right. Okay.
I have
10, 11%. Yeah. Okay, cool.
So I'm probably going to list it at either 235 to 240. I'm trying to get into a multiple offer situation and trying to let this go in about 10 to 14 days. Got it.
Okay. So 10 to 14 days sell. So he's going to list it way below what he actually thinks he can sell it for to create a bidding war, right? If that's what you're doing. That's the only way you can actually sell these for 10 to 14 days. The other thing you'll notice is obviously this is a condo. Condos are not great for investments. They're harder to cash flow. You have to deal with some pretty tough HOAs most of the time. But what's beautiful about this situation is that condos can be really good flips because it's usually cosmetic and you can get in and out really, really quick. Before we go tour the property, Dawson, anything else you want to say?
Man, no, you kind of hit it on the head. I mean, condos, like you said, I actually did try to run numbers to see what it would look like as an exit strategy to hold on to it. Yeah. The long-term cash flow just doesn't work. I think it's like negative $200-300.
It'll never work on it. It's so hard on a condo, especially at 10%. It just won't work.
And then the short term, with the condos, you have HOA restrictions, so I can't STR this. So really the realistic exit strategy is to MTR it. Yep. Now, with that play, I'm thinking that it would still be a little bit negative cash flow. So maybe like negative $100 if we're taking into account vacancy,
not
maintenance.
Worth the work,
Yeah. So, the first play is to sell this and just go get the next one.
Boom. What do you expect to net off this?
Best case scenario, I think I would net about 30 grand in my pocket.
All right, 30 G's.
Worst case scenario, I'm still netting 9.
Got it. So we always run 3 case scenarios: your base case, your best case, and your worst case. It sounds like you're on track for your best case right now, which is going to net them between 25 and 30 grand. Yep. Let's go check out the inside. All right, Dawson, so we just walked the house. You guys have obviously seen the numbers when you're seeing your best case, worst case, and base case on this flip. Dawson, what would you do next time? What are some lessons learned so you can cut expenses even more and get an even better deal on the next go around?
Oh man, that's a really good question. Well, first, maybe to provide some context, when I started this flip, I did have some vendors already kind of in a pipeline. So for example, my painter has done multiple projects for me.
Cool.
Not just on my own property, but also other listings that I had. So I knew that he was really solid.
Yep.
He also brought his counter guy, or I'm sorry, his cabinet guy. So really I had to find somebody to do the floors and to do the countertops for me and the small stuff. So the most anxious part about this whole process was finding the right players to add to my team.
The right contractors. Yep.
Yeah, and I found those people. So going forward on the next one, if I do a deeper flip, I think what I would focus on first is just getting the demo out of the way.
Yep.
The reason why I think there was a slight delay, and I'm not saying there's a delay to the point where I'm off track, because I'm still on track, but to capitalize on the time, I want to take care of the demolition first. I think it doesn't take a skilled laborer to do that. Take care of the demo first, have them remove everything, and that way my guys are just coming in. I can get the paint done, get the floors done, the counters done, so on and so forth. So I'm gonna do that next time on the next flip. And then if I had the proper vehicle, what I would do is I would just hop at Home Depot or Lowe's.
Love it.
Just start buying stuff that's on clearance or for sale and just save it in my house for the next flip too.
Boom. I love it, dude. And how long ago, or I asked you this, what actually gave you the confidence to take down this flip as your first?
Really good question. Man, it's just, at the end of the day, you could only watch and intake so much information before you just have to take action. And I didn't feel ready to take this on. It definitely felt risky. It definitely felt, I definitely felt anxiety doing it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I was confident that the numbers worked. Even the worst case scenario, yeah, okay, I make barely 8-9 grand. However, now that I have the experience under my belt, now it's looking better in terms of hard money lenders, resume, private money lenders. Now I can say that I've done it. So it's just really just, at some point, you just have to take that step forward.
Boom. You heard it here first. Dawson joined Roa, what, 3-4 months ago now?
Yeah, something like that.
Like
Not even that long ago, yeah.
He's closed 12 deals. He's recruited 4 other agents, and now he's doing his first flip.
Yep.
Let's go, bro. That's freaking awesome. Can't wait to see what happens with this once we crush it, or once you actually sell it. I'm sure you're going to crush it. And then we'll report back to you guys on the numbers.